start this project, you're going to use a vase of any size you'd like. And I have an assortment of styrofoam balls that I purchased on Amazon. And I'm cutting them directly in half using a bread knife. I have a hot glue gun and I am just going around the entire vase. And I like the assortment that I bought because they are large, small, and medium styrofoam balls. And I thought that it would be really cool to have all these different shapes throughout the vase. So this took me quite a bit of time and there's no pattern. I just kind of randomly went for it. Then I grabbed my rolling pin and this clay from Activa. It is a air dry clay. Now I'm going to say that air dry clay does shrink and I had a lot of trouble. I will show you later. But this is what I originally started to do. I smoothed out the clay and just worked it until it got really soft with the warmth of my hands. And then once you do that, you just start rolling it thin and getting the consistency pretty nice and flat and even is what you want to wrap the vase with. So here I am rolling it out. This was very therapeutic, by the way. I just love doing this. So here I fashioned the first piece, and with my finger I'm pushing in to make sure that the bubbles are, popping out and making it smooth. I'm going over any parts that I might have missed and just piecing it in. Air dry clay is really soft. You have to work fast with it. And because you have to work fast, I went ahead and grabbed a little water and a paintbrush and just really smooth out all of my indentation of fingerprints and fingernails. I got jabbed in there. Just wanted to make it look really smooth because the whole concept is to make it look like ceramic. Now here I am using another clay. This is a porcelain clay. I had ran out originally from the first clay, so I'm using a porcelain clay here. After a few hours, I realized that the porcelain clay did not crack, but the first clay did crack. So guys, please only use the porcelain clay. You don't want a disaster like this. I unfortunately ran out of all clays, and in desperation, I ran to the craft store, and this was all they had in stock, guys. I did hear some sculptors say that this was pretty good clay, and it was all that was available, and so I gave it a try. And guys, I did not know what to expect here, so I'm just staying very optimistic. But guys, please remember to use just the porcelain clay. For some reason, the formula is completely different. So I'm rolling out this clay now, and it didn't take me very long. It's a super soft clay. And I'm just making it thin, trying to make it as even as possible and create a nice sheet so that I can wrap the rest of the vase. And guys, I was just remaining optimistic. I'm going around as quick as I can, wishing and hoping that it did not crack. And so soon as I was done forming it, I let it dry right near my fireplace. And I did not give it much time because I was afraid of shrinkage too quickly. So I took it outside and I got my stone texture spray paint in the color bleach, and I gave it one coat here and I let it dry in between. And I really love this product. So here was the first coat, and you can still see some of the brown poking through, but I went ahead and gave it a second coat. And here it is all done, guys. It was a very challenging project. I call it my Frankenstein vase, but nonetheless, I really love the way it turned out. It was super fun. Thank you for watching.